There's a few things that a lot of people want to see return in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire that were in the original Generation 3 games. The Trick House that appears on Route 110, the Battle Frontier that appeared in the aftergame, and Move Tutors that didn't appear at all in the first 6th generation games, Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. And after the confirmation of contests and secret bases, things like these returning appear to be a lot more viable. Today, by request, I'm going to discuss why I think these may or may not be returning. I'll be looking at evidence, and I hope you enjoy today's speculation. Let me know what you want to return most. 300 likes would be really appreciated for another Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire related video on Pokemon I think will be receiving primal forms tonight or tomorrow, and let's jump straight in. The first feature that I'm going to discuss with you guys is a unique feature that appeared in the original Generation 3 games, Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald, and while it wasn't exactly a groundbreaking feature, a lot of people are excited about it potentially returning in the remakes, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This feature is the Trick House that appears on Route 110. Now, if you take a look at this screenshot that confirmed the return of secret bases in the remakes, you can see the ornament, the red tent. Now, the red tent, according to Bulbapedia, is a prize for going through the Trick House 8 times that is rewarded to you by the Trick Master. Now, if we are to receive this item in exactly the same way as before, this would mean that the Trick House is pretty much confirmed to return in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's pretty much the takeaway from this little hint that we've received. I'm not going to say that the Trick House is 100% confirmed because, well, we haven't received official confirmation from Game Freak about its return, but I can say with 95% certainty, don't get angry at me for using an arbitrary number by the way, that's just my, I don't know, talking style, I guess, but I can say with 95% certainty that the Trick House will be returning in the remakes. That's really exciting to me. The Trick House isn't exactly a groundbreaking feature, it's not something that I'm pining all my hopes on, but it's a unique feature that sets Hoenn apart from every other region, these small features that I'm just excited to see return. So, pretty much confirmed. We just need to receive official confirmation, but Trick House should be returning, and that's really exciting. The final two features that I'm going to discuss with you guys in this video don't actually have any hardcore evidence to suggest a return in these games, which is unfortunate because these two features are the two features that I'm most excited about to return in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. These two features are the Battle Frontier and the return of Move Tutors in the 6th generation. Now, as I said, no real evidence suggests the return of these features in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The Battle Frontier didn't even appear on the official Hoenn map that was given to us a couple of months ago. However, we can look at past trends and see in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver a very well developed Battle Frontier that didn't appear in the original Pokemon Gold, Silver and Crystal games. In Pokemon Crystal there was a Battle Frontier, it was very watered down, it was a new feature in that game and there wasn't really too much going on about it. But in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver we saw the return of a Battle Frontier that was very similar to the Pokemon Platinum Battle Frontier. And I can see something like that happening in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is in no way confirmed, but also in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver we received Move Tutors for the first time in them 2nd generation games, and hopefully we would see the return of Move Tutors in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because they did not appear at all in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, which was really disappointing. There isn't really any hardcore evidence. However, Game Freak have never been known to take out features in the remakes. They've only added in features, and I could definitely see a Battle Frontier akin to, I don't know, the Pokemon Emerald Battle Frontier, one that's been more developed, like in Pokemon Emerald, that would appear in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because the Battle Frontier in the original Ruby and Sapphire wasn't exactly too well developed. But yeah, hopefully, without the use of any evidence, the Battle Frontier and Move Tutors will be making a return. I'm sorry I have no evidence to really suggest a return, I'm just speculating, but that's kind of what the lead up to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is going to be like. A lot of speculation until we receive official confirmation. I hope you've enjoyed this speculation, and maybe just a little bit of evidence towards the return of one of our favourite features. So, what are you most looking forward to returning in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? It's a shame that we haven't received evidence for Battle Frontiers and Move Tutors appearing in these games just yet, like we did with Secret Bases and the contests and even the Trick House, but hopefully they will be returning. 300 likes would be really appreciated for another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire related video later tonight about primal reversions and what Pokemon I expect to receive a primal reversion. And feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire related videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something from today's video, and until hopefully later tonight, I will see you guys then. Peace out.